distribution channels that should be used for each segment. And by segments, I not only mean different individuals according to their disposable incomes, but also according to their ages, according to the composition of their family, their wealth, etc. So I do see that by having this big data will bring, as I said, a huge opportunity of growth for several distribution channels, and certainly I don't see any risk of certain distribution channels being disappear, because they're for certain specific products, I mean very simple products, they will be distributed by very simple distribution channels, but more complex products will certainly need the advice of an agent, for instance, and so on and so forth.
Mexico is still a growth market, and
Yes.
Which areas are the potential candidates for growth in Mexico?
Well, I think Mexico has a huge potential in many ways due to several factors. One is demographics. Mexico is characterized by being a very young country. More than half of the population is 21 years or less. Not only that, we belong to NAFTA. We are going through a revolution in terms of energy. We just came up with a bill that will allow my country to enhance its opportunities to become a low-cost producer of energy. And I think that together with the US and Canada, we are going to be perhaps one of the most important or more, well, the region that will be most benefited by this sort of trends. But not only that, we are the most open economy perhaps in the world. We have not only NAFTA, we have some other agreements with so many countries or regions. And we are also very much engaged in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. And that will, if you look at the map, we are one of the countries in the region with all its demographic, with the growth, the possibility of growth, with higher possible disposable incomes for the population. And if you look at the map together, not with the mature market as the US and Canada, but if you look at Mexico, then small countries in Central America, and then you look to Peru and Colombia, I think those are going to be the fastest growing markets in Latin America.
Well, I would tend to agree with you, but I've seen that in a number of other countries which would be potential growth markets, the market doesn't grow. My question to you, how do you make people buy insurance? Because people don't like to deal with their risks. So how can you convince people to buy, for instance, a life product or another product that you believe is necessary?
Well, it depends on the segment of the population, you see. For instance, in countries like mine,